Hey everybody, we are live and it is week 4 of Willan National Hospice Charity Month. How is everybody? How was your weekend? AJ, as you can see, had a very pink weekend. It's quite groovy behind here. Me and the young man sitting next to me, Mr. Brett Ryder, is joining
Hello.
us today. Hello everybody. Young Brett is sitting in the hot seat, and I'm sitting in the pink seat today. My fiance has brought me a birthday present. Me and Brett have just been talking about that because it's our birthday at the weekend. So if you want to wish us happy birthday at the weekend, please do so. So, Brett, welcome to the show, young man.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. So, Brett, all over across the pond in the USSA, I've got a personal apology to already give to you, Brett. I don't know if you saw my last show, but I have also got a very close friend called Brett also. And he comes from Australia, and I'm sitting there saying, so next week on the show, we're going to have Brett Ryder. G'day, mate, all the way from Australia. And I'm thinking, do you know what? It's the wrong Brett. And I'm like holding my head at the end of the night thinking, what did I do? Seriously, what did I do? Brett Ryder's going to come onto my show and go, oi, I ain't an Aussie.
Yeah.
I thought that would make you laugh. So, Brett, thank you for coming into the show. I've just got a few housekeeping things to do with the podcasting world out there, and then we get right onto your music journey and your music, okay?
All right.
So, welcome to week 4, everybody. Just a few things just to sort of talk to you about and clarify in relation to One Life. This is week 4 in One Life. This is Willan Hospice. They're still down there waiting for your money to be donated to their charity over in Milton Keynes. They still want your support. If you can volunteer for them and help them with the residents in where they support Milton Keynes, there's plenty of places you can volunteer your support services. It's not all about giving money. They would love you to donate money, but you could also donate your time to the families who are going through a really difficult time. Palliative care must be one of the hardest subjects that anyone has to go through. And I think this is why this month has been so important. We've had some great artists, some great support to the Willan Hospice, and we're going to be sad to see you go. We've only got 1 week left of you, so we'll try and make it a really good week for you to celebrate with your nurses, with your care and support staff, with your families, and have a great week. In relation to One Life, I just want to tell you, YouTube and Facebook have basically agreed that we can go with a Facebook and YouTube stars now because we've got so many great followers. So if you want to follow our channel and give us a star like today, there's a little button you can press. And I think it's something like 29p or something for a star. That's not much to give to local and national charity. Press that star and keep supporting these artists, okay? We really want your help, and so do the local and national charities. In relation to One Life, I do bring you a little bit of bad news today. I just wanted to say out there, please be reassured. This includes Brett Ryder. All of what we do is for you as artists. I'm an artist myself and have been all my life, okay? None, and I will not, and I repeat, I will not ask any of my artists for any money to these shows. They do not pay to come on my show. Okay, I just want to get that really, really clear in relation to why we do what we do. Is we love what we do. Brett Ryder probably loves what he does every single day in relation to his music. It brings a huge smile to the fans that he does. And in relation to his music, he does it because he loves it. And some of the local charities that he's supporting over there in America, he'll talk about today. And I'm very proud of this young man and how much support he gives to local and national charities. So that is what One Life is all about. I've not copied anybody. I came on the scene a long, long, long time ago, 25 years, Brett, and I know you're a youngster, so that may be a long time for you. 25 years ago, I started my singing journey in relation to the One Life project. We've been going for a good 5 years, and all of our music has gone to local and national charities. Every single song I have written has gone to a local and national charity. That includes many charities like the National Autistic Society, the ONLI, COVID. Many charities have benefited, and they will continue to benefit from the One Life process. We want you out there to come and join us. Come and listen to these great artists playing. Come and listen to their song, come and listen to their single, and listen to the journeys that they're giving each and every one of us, because I'm so proud of them. I really am proud of them. When they come onto my show and they tell me their stories, I am the proudest man alive. Every single penny that has gone into the show has gone out of my own pocket. And if you speak to my fiance, that's not much money at all. But every single penny I've got goes into this project because it brings a glow. And I think this is what this background is all about. It brings a glow to my heart, knowing that all of you artists and all are following a similar journey to what I have done all my life. And also to the local and national charities, it continue to support virtually loads of people, vulnerable people, unwell people. And most of the time, I tell you what, they don't get paid much, Brett. And I'm sure as an ambassador like you know how hard it is for those out there. They don't have a lot of government funding. They don't have a lot of support, but they wake up every single day and give that support because they love the job that they do. And this is why I do it. So that's just a really important message out there. And I want you to have that. And I want you to take that on board because that's who AJ is. And that's what One Life is all about. In relation to the final message, I just want you to know that we are there for you. This week will continue as we are with Willan Hospice to probably make some people feel a little bit upset or may make you feel that you need to reach out. Please do so. You have got family and friends, and if not, you've got community support groups that can support you. You are not alone. You may be going through the most difficult time of your life, losing a loved one, having to plan for that really difficult time, but you've always got people around you. And I tell you what, Brett Ryder over here is going to put a smile on your face tonight because he's got some amazing music and some amazing journeys that we're going to bring to you to cheer you up, okay? So, Brett Ryder, I ain't going to take any more of your time. This is your show. Welcome, young man.
Well, I'm very glad to be here. Thank you for having me. I hope everybody in the audience is having a wonderful day. And if you're not having a wonderful day already, hopefully by the end of the show, you will be.
You will be. You definitely will be because we're going to bring them your music and that'll give them a big, fat smile on their face. So, Brett, this is what I do with all my artists. Before we play your very first song, I big my artists up because I'm so proud of them. At tender age of 18, young man. Are you 18 or are you going to be 19 this weekend?
19 this weekend, unfortunately, but I'm appreciating being 18 for now.
Okay, so this young man is only 18 years old and he is making waves in the music world, okay? So already he is really hitting it and really hitting it hard, and I am so proud of him. Look at him sit there with a big smile on his face. Look at that music equipment. That is amazing, young man.
This isn't my musical equipment. I'm taking a moment after working actually on a new song that'll be coming out later this year.
Ah, cool.
But I'm in my producer's studio, and a little fun fact about him, he's actually the guitarist, the original guitarist for McQueen Street, which is a very, very big band back in the 90s. So.
Cool. Brilliant. Excellent. So is he filming this tonight? Is he filming this tonight, or is he going to come and say hello?
He might. I don't know. He's around. He's a busy man, so he's got a lot to do. But
he's a busy man. Producers, hey, Brett, they're always busy. They're always busy.
Yeah, he's a wonderful person though, and he's been amazing to work with. Michael Cummings, he's great.
Fantastic. We'll hear a bit more about your producer later on in the show, and we'll big him up and find out a bit more about him. But however, working alongside him, you have been doing some amazing work this year. Okay, so these are your best bits that I've chosen from your profile, but also your Facebook. Okay, so in relation to Brett Ryder, you're a sensation. You're poised to leave an incredible mark on the music world, and I love that opening. It was great. Hailing from Atlanta in Georgia. Okay, so welcome from the USSA. You play weekly at many festivals and events throughout Georgia and the Southeast. Not only is Brett a talented musician and an artist, he's also a spokesperson, and I love this bit. The spokesperson and ambassador for Be the Voice, a volunteer with RevvedUps Kids and Rock for Rescue, as well as other local and national charities. And for an 18-year-old, that means a lot to me. I started my journey when I was 16, and that means a lot to me that 18-year-olds are giving up their time for local and national charities. That's amazing, young man. And I'm going to want to hear a little bit more about that in a minute. Your newest track, Why Hold On, is released already because it said in your bio, released on September the 13th. We've gone past that. And it's also gone up to number 3 in the Reverb Pop Nations charts. That's what I heard recently. Are we still at number 3?
I do believe so. Who knows? We might be higher than that at this point.
But of course, it's higher.
Of course it's hard. I'm kind of a humble person. I don't try and hype myself up too much. That's what I have my wonderful mom for, my momager. She talks about me. I just try and I work my hardest and then let it show for itself.
You do work your hardest, and I love your music videos. Your music videos are absolutely great, mate. In terms of the summer one, that was it made me laugh, it made me giggle. That must have been. What's it like when you done that video? Did you fall out at any point, or did you have to keep doing the retakes?
Oh, so yeah, you're talking about Summer Breeze, right? Yeah, that video.
I'm talking about Summer Breeze. How many takes did you have to do of that?
Honestly, that was kind of straight through. We were just having so much fun doing it, and it was so silly. Rest in peace to that guitar. It's still in my room, but and if you haven't watched that video, check it out, Summer Breeze, on my YouTube channel. But
everybody's got to check that out. If you want to smile, check it out.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun recording it.
Fantastic. Okay, mate. So let's play your first song, and you got to give me some context behind it. So this new release of yours, what's it all about?
Why Hold On? Is that what we're playing right now?
That's correct. Why Hold On? That's your latest.
Yes. So that song is really, it comes from a very personal place of having somebody in my life that made me, a better person and feel, better and stronger and get me to a better place in my life, and eventually no longer having that same friendship with that person and feeling like I'm now back in the same place where I started. And although that person has brought me up so much, I feel like I've once again let them down and put myself right back into the same hole where I started.
Fantastic. Should we play it? You're cutting out a little bit, so I was just about to say, should we play it? Are you just got anything else you'd like to say about your track? Sorry, you just cutting out a little bit.
Oh, well, one thing I would like to say about it is the lyric video just came out today, so you can check it out on my YouTube channel.
There you go. Everybody, after listening to this, go and check it out on his YouTube channel. Okay, so this is Why Hold On. Just to let you know, StreamYard's playing us up a bit, Brett, last week. So if you can't hear the song, just Google along as though you enjoyed it, okay? Because our listeners are definitely listening, okay? But if you can hear it, give us a thumbs up and enjoy it with us, okay? So this is Why Hold On.
You dug me out from the hole that I was in. I fell back down, bury me again.
Can you hear it, Brett?
No, I can't.
Give us a thumbs up.
Well, my mom can hear it. She's also listening to the stream. So
I fear today is the end of our road. I know I'll miss you, but it's for the better. What a bitter end. You were my only friend, but I can't take back a goodbye. You took me out from the home I was in. I fell back down, buried me again. You know there's nothing more I want in this world, but I hold on to a love that I cannot have. Miss you, but there's nothing that I can do. You were the one, but it's not time for us. You are the sweetest one I've ever known, that's for sure. I need to let you go, but I'll always remember you. You took me out from the home I was in. I fell back down, bury me again. You know there's nothing more I want in this world, but why hold on to a love that I cannot have? You took tried to hold on, but I fell back down the road again.
Fantastic, young man. Love that track. Great track, Gay.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant track. Did your mum hear it? I know you say that you couldn't hear, but was your mum listening?
Yes, my mom could listen. She heard it. So.
Do you know what? I love your Facebook. It is full of love for your mum and your grandma. They are so special in your life.
Yeah, they are. My mom is the most important person in my entire life to me. So. And
what were they like when they knew? Go on.
Well, what I was saying is my mom is a huge part of me as a musician. And she has taught me, while she wasn't in the music business, she knows a lot about marketing and has taught me, I mean, aside from everything in my entire life, she's also taught me, you know, a lot about business and how to be a musician on the industry side. And I couldn't do what I do without her. So shout out my mom.
Do you know what? Big shout outs to mums. I'll tell you what, we've got a lot of young artists at the moment where their mums are their real support network. And in terms of promoting their children and supporting their children, it's amazing. I love the fact that the mums at the moment are, you need to teach us English mums to do it as well. I'll tell you what, over there across the pond, the mothers are a lot more supportive than us English. And I'm going to get slanted for this, but I'll tell you what, I'm so impressed over in America at the amount of mums giving up their times for their children to make sure that their music gets heard out there. So what's your mum's name?
I mean, I call her mom, mummy, mom, mama.
You call her mum, your mum. Okay. So for the program, for the program name, it should be just called Mum. Okay.
Mama
fantastic. Mama Ryder, fantastic. Brilliant, excellent. Okay, so this first part of the show is talking about local and national charities. And I want you to talk a bit about your ambassador role and the charities that you support. So come on, tell everybody at One Life what you get up to.
So there are quite a few local charities that I'm very, very proud to be a part of. And a few that I'd like to speak about is, first off, RevvedUps Kids, which is a wonderful organization that helps to protect children against sexual abuse and trafficking. And I've been a part of their organization for a couple of years now, and I've been so proud to help raise money for them and raise awareness and support their events, which they incorporate a lot of live music and young musicians like myself in order to bring awareness to the cause. Another wonderful organization I'm a part of is Rock for Rescues, which, as the name implies, helps put on live music events in order to raise support to help protect rescue animals, from dogs to cats to wild animals to domesticated horses and other animals like that. And also another really great organization that I'm an ambassador for and have made a video for is Be the Voice, which helps promote inclusion. Oh my goodness, I'm getting tripped up on my words today. Basically, kindness.
Keep going, young man. You did well.
Schools all around the country, and I have a wonderful video I put out about cyberbullying and treating people kindly that is going out to schools all around the United States.
Fantastic. That's amazing. Can you share it with me? I'd really like to see that, because we do a lot of work over in the UK when it comes to cyberbullying in our schools. And I think the more education that children get around the dangers of cyberbullying, I think would be absolutely fantastic. But it's so interesting that you do. How long have you been doing this for?
Well, I've been involved in charities for my entire life. My family has always pushed to give back to the community because it's very important. We wouldn't be anything without the community, and so we should give back to it. So I've always been involved in local charities to help, you know, the sick, the elderly, those who are impoverished, also just to help with community projects. But something I wanted to bring back to on the video you were talking about, it's actually coming out in December, so I will send it to you when it comes out.
Fantastic. We look forward to listening to that, young man. Going away from the charities, me and you have something in common. Do you know that already? I don't know if you've seen my profile.
What is it that we share in common?
Yeah, talent shows. So in 2015, I went and auditioned for the X Factor. But a certain birdie tells me that you auditioned for The Voice.
I have auditioned for every single singing show I possibly can, and actually, I have Voice coming up on Wednesday, so perfect timing with you.
A Voice
saying
coming up on Wednesday.
yes,
You
sir.
did you do it recently? Didn't you do it recently? Because your profile says that when you auditioned, you had 3 people turning around on their chairs.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's really funny that you brought that up. That's a cool little story. I was on a cruise, and this cruise company, Princess, they actually have licensing for the voice of the ocean.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
but it's the whole ship gets together, and you get to compete to be on the show. And I very luckily was one of the people on the show, and I actually had all 3 judges turn around for me. And nobody else got
Fantastic.
that. No, nobody else got that. I was the only one that got all 3. So yeah, that was a pretty darn rad event to be a part of. And hopefully I'll be on the actual next.
So is that Wednesday, is it? Is the main one Wednesday?
Yes, my audition's on Wednesday.
Fantastic. So tell us a bit about your process, because I remember mine was so long ago. I remember when I woke up in the morning when I found out that the team over in the X Factor were inviting me to the O2, and I had to go and do my audition and also do live shoot for that weekend's programming, which was going to be on the main show. I was so excited. I never thought I'd ever get that opportunity. What's it like for you going on Wednesday?
Well, this is just the beginning part of the audition process. So it's
Okay.
I, practice my stuff a lot, and I come in there hopefully in front of some people that'll think I'm amazing, because I will try my best to.
So have you got a song prepared? Have you got something prepared? Is it going to be one of your own, or is it going to be a cover?
So I'm going to be playing, actually, that song you just heard before, my own song, Why Hold On.
Oh, fantastic. How do you think the judges will take it that it's your own song, not a cover? Because obviously the voice, we've all heard the voice, we've all heard the X Factor. It's hard when you take your own song. How do you think they're going to take it?
Well, I think they'll take it good, because I think it's unique coming in there with my own music, and I think I sing pretty darn good, not to inflate my own ego, but I have a pretty good shot at it.
Good. And we're all going to root for you. Now at the One Life family, you are part of our family. We're all going to be behind you, and we're going to follow your journey from like minute one. I remember when everyone followed my journey. It was amazing. I was being treated like royalty for X Factor weekend. I was going in local hairdressers, and they were doing my hair. Like people were talking to me in the local supermarket. Does anyone know that you're going to do The Voice? Has anybody sort of spoken to you about it?
A couple people, but in close circle.
In close circle, you haven't told everyone yet.
No, I have not. I'm a very reserved person. I don't shout across the mountaintops.
Do you know what, mate? If you do get through, please shout out, because at the end of the day, you've worked hard for the amount of time that you've been in music. You've worked hard. You're putting out some great singles, okay? And you're making everybody smile, okay? So please big yourself up. I know it's really hard out there, and we're going to bring on to this in the interview a bit later, but it's hard out there for everybody in the music industry, especially for the youngsters coming through these days, especially in this new day and age that we have in terms of technology, where 100 people from where you were used to be singing on a stage, and now it's 100,000 people in your state putting on a song on StreamYard or on YouTube or anything like that. It's a crazy market out there. So in relation to your highlights this year, what's been the best bits of 2024 for you?
Oh man, well, I've played more festivals this year than I think I have in my entire lifetime. Every single month has been jam-packed with different festivals, and I got to play a really, really wonderful event in the town of Alpharetta, which is right by me. I basically grew up there, where I got to play in front of a couple thousand people. So that was pretty darn rad.
Fantastic. And were they singing your song?
A lot of people were singing along to the songs I had. So yeah.
Cool. What's your feel? If someone of your age, you're 18 years old, you started singing when you was 9?
Yeah, when I was real young.
when he was really young. What's it really like? Come on, tell me about an experience of an 18-year-old getting on stage with 2,000 people singing their songs. What's it feel like?
Honestly, like I'm
Honestly,
reserved and kind of toned down in normal life. I'm kind of just chill. I don't stress about anything. And then, but when I'm on stage, I don't get nervous anymore. It's kind of funny. I've been like, since I grew up trying to get on stage and being a musician and just loving it so much, I don't get nervous. I just get excited. I have the most fun when I'm playing on stage. So honestly, there's no nerves. There's no stress. The second I get up there and start singing, I'm in heaven. You know, it's fun.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Do you know what? There's nerves and no stress. Look how far this camera angle is. He's sitting right back. Look at that. There's all the ladies want to see that face of yours, young man. Get yourself a bit closer. So 18 years old, there must be a load of screaming girls when you are singing. Come on.
You know, I wish.
You wish? I'll tell you what, mate. You're an attractive young guy. I'll tell you what. When you sent your photo over, I think, you know what, that was one for the ladies he sent over. So, you know, what's your audience like? Is it a mix? Is it sort of a mix of young and old?
Yeah, I have a very diverse audience. It's pretty well spread out across all age ranges and genders and stuff. So I'm glad to have a very diverse audience.
Fantastic. And it is good. It's good to have a diverse audience. I know when I was your age and I was singing out on stage, and I sort of like the fact that there was people following me and people supporting me of my own age and things like that. But I actually really liked it. But especially when I was a wedding singer, I liked the big part of everybody joining in my songs. It was really great fun. You know, so I think the wider your audience, the better.
Yeah. 100%.
Have you got a number one fan yet? Apart from your mum, ignore your mother for 1 minute. I know she's your number one fan, but anyone else? Do you get followed by anybody particularly?
I don't know. Maybe I have a secret admirer. I have no idea.
Maybe you have a secret admirer. Who would you like to? If someone out in the music world, anybody, you can choose anybody. If anyone out in the music world was to be your number one fan, who would you love that fan to be?
Ooh. That is tough. I think if I had to base it on like who I look up to and people I think that are really instrumental in the music industry to have as like a fan of mine, I think somebody like Pharrell Williams would be really, really sick.
Pharrell Williams.
You know?
Why Pharrell Williams? Has he influenced your music in any way?
Well, he's a really incredible producer, and he's produced the majority of like the music I really love, and he's worked with a ton of artists that I really look up to. So he's not a gateway, but like part of the greater image of what I love about music, you know?
That's fantastic. Is there anybody else apart from him? What do 18-year-olds listen to these days? I'll tell you what, I've got a teenager growing up, and unfortunately, he doesn't really listen to music that much. But in terms of 18-year-olds in America, I also have my nephew who lives in Tennessee. Now, he's a rap god, and he is actually a rap artist who's signed over in America. So he's always been into his rap music and in relation to Eminem and things like that. But 18-year-olds where you live, what sort of music do they listen to?
Once again, it's a very diverse, audience of what people like. I mean, for me, I wasn't raised with like a specific genre of music that my family listened to. They listened to, modern stuff, older stuff. My grandparents listened to stuff from the 60s and 50s. So I wasn't brought up with like, I just like R&B or I just like rock music. I've loved every kind of music. So, and I think a lot of people in my generation are like that because we have so much access to music online. It's hard to get stuck with like one kind of music you like. Like I go kind of in phases of different things I'll listen to for a period of time. Like right now I'm listening to a lot of indie music and a lot of female musicians, like female singers, because it's just a very interesting change of pace and tone from what I listen to with metal or R&B. So that's what I'm listening to right now. I can't really speak for other people because I live in a place that is filled with so many different ideas and so many different lifestyles of people that I couldn't really tell you what one person does versus another.
Fantastic. Do you know what? It was nice to see that you mentioned the 80s on your page. The 80s are still like gigging it out there, aren't they? Eh?
Yeah, and this weekend, well, last weekend, technically speaking, on Saturday, I played at Sewanee Fest, which is a big local festival here. And it was 80s themed because their festival started in 84. Yeah, 84. And this is their 40th year of doing it. And so they had an 80s theme. So I played a bunch of 80s songs during my set, as well as my own, of course.
Fantastic. A good friend of mine, as is Ibrahim, is a lead guitarist for Stone Roses and Hot Chocolate and bands like that. He's still going around. He's still doing his stuff. He's still doing his thing, and he's an amazing guitarist. And I'll tell you what, I love the fact that music generations still continue these days, especially with our youngsters, and they still listen to the great 80s, the great 70s, and they still continue with the great music. So, young man, halfway through the show, I want to introduce your next song, Come Along. Tell me a bit about it.
Yes. So Come Along is a song. It's honestly one of my favorite songs I've ever written because I think the lyrics are really powerful. It's about seeing the world as it is with whatever problems there may be, and knowing that although we are born into them, we can make changes in our lives to make the world better for not only ourselves, but also for the generations that come after us. Because although we're inheriting a world that we didn't make, there's still a lot we can do to make it better for those to come after us and for ourselves. So,
fantastic.
Come along.
Do you know what, Brett? I love the message of that song. I really do. And I'll talk a bit more about it after we listen to it. Okay, so here we go. Come Along, playing for you right now.
Sweet songs of summer, sung in the dead of winter. Hope for the spring keeps me singing my song, baby. Now life never hands you exactly what you asked for, but at least I have my songs to sing. I only got a few years on this earth, so I'ma take this ride. Not saying easy, come along with me, baby. I'm flying high above the clouds. I refuse to ever come back down, so come along with me. I'm free but only in my dreams now, please don't ever wake me. To our sons and daughters inhabiting a world that you did make, plagued with the mistakes of others, all the wars and death and hate. Now I tried my best in this life to bring about a change. This world was like this when I got here, but it is just the same. So come along with me, baby. We're flying high above the clouds. We refuse to ever come back down. So come along with me. We're free but only in our dreams now, please don't ever wake me. Yeah. So come along but only in our dreams. Now please don't ever wake me.
Fantastic. Great song, young man.
Thank you so much. I hope everybody
Love
enjoyed
it. Everyone will enjoy it. It's going to go out on YouTube tonight and Facebook tonight after we've done this live, and everyone's going to comment on it. What a great track. Okay. Love it. So, can I just ask you a little bit more about sort of growing up in music? You know, you had that support from your mum. Did you have any vocal lessons, or were you just a pure natural singer at 9 years old?
Well, I mean, I like to think that I had some magic talent, but I did go through some, you know, not classical, surprisingly. I didn't do any classical training, but I did, you know, singing, learning how to sing the songs. And I mean, that was only when I was younger. I think the majority of my vocal skills that I've gotten have come from me experimenting on my own and figuring out on my own. But yes, I did take a little bit of lessons when I was younger.
Fantastic. And in relation to, you know, taking that step from a bedroom singer into a full-time singer, how did you reach out? You reached out to your producer. How old was you when you found sort of producers and things like this?
Well, so starting into the professional world, that actually how it kind of started was I was playing at open mic nights, and I kind of became friends with the guy who was putting on the open mic nights. And I think he saw that I was like really serious about music and that I wanted to be able to turn this not into a job, you know, but a career and something that, you know, can really move my life forward. And he gave me the opportunity to have a gig playing at this restaurant that also hosted the open mic nights. And that led to more opportunities. And as my mom taught me marketing, we found more connections to people. And eventually, through actually a vocal coach, I found my producer, whose studio I'm in right now, once again. I mean, from there, it's just been working hard and meeting as many people as I can, shaking as many hands, making new friends, and learning the connections in this industry to get to
That's
where
really
I am.
good. And this may be for your mum, as you may be able to help you with this one. Over in America, you swam in that big ocean for your song that you did in the summer, but there's a massive ocean to try and swim through to be a music artist these days in relation to releasing songs, getting recognized, you know, getting your name out there. How hard is it really for an 18-year-old to become the next pop superstar or the next superstar?
It is extremely hard, and anybody who is a musician and has, you know, tried their hardest at this knows that putting yourself out there is, first off, it's hard to begin with because you need to come up with everything and create. You're an artist, but not only are you an artist, you have to be your own marketing team, your own social media manager, your own, you know, writer, singer. If you play instruments, your own instrumentalist. So just purely making the music to begin with is difficult. And then after you've done all that, then you have to deal with the industry difficulty. It's hard to get recognized on social media. It's hard to get industry people to even listen to your music. And so it takes a lot of community building and putting out content and working over and over and over till you break through that, you know, algorithm in order to be seen.
I think it's really weird these days. We talk about algorithm and we talk about social media. I think when I was a musician, we talked about going on stage and selling a CD and also shouting out when you're going to next be playing in the next local festival and next village hall and things like that. It's really different these days. And I've got a lot of young artists at the moment talking to me about the new age of music in terms of things like TikTok. So, Brett, do you have a TikTok account?
Yes, I do. And if you'd like, please follow me at Brett Ryder Music on everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, everything.
Fantastic. I'm only saying about TikTok because I'm just learning about TikTok these days. And I'm sorry, every single singer seems to be going to TikTok to sing their songs. It's almost like busking in the street. Busking in the street's not safe anymore, but it is in your living room on TikTok. Do you do it?
Well, I do busking as well in the cities around me. But
Hey.
posting on the internet, it's a good comparison saying it's like busking, because you really are going out there, and sometimes you'll get no money in your tip bucket or no views on your video, and sometimes somebody will come by who has a nice fat tip for you and you get a bunch of views. So
It's a crazy world out there, but it's a fun world, you know. And I think, you know, we jest about this modern day and age of technology, but actually, music wise, I think people are enjoying it more than ever. You know, you've got people your age going on TikTok, singing your hearts out, trying to earn a living, and then you've got older people who are like 70, 80, and they've got viewers of like 60, 70,000. I found some people, and they're singing their little hearts out. It's really lovely to watch. We're just in a new generation, and it's lovely.
Yeah. I think the most important thing with the social media stuff is when people see you having fun and seeing you passionate about what you're doing, it encourages them to, you know, want to be a community because they feel connected to you. And that's what leads to your success.
Fantastic. So your success for this year, what's in your future plans, mister, apart from the voice on Wednesday?
Well, of my future plans, obviously, like I was saying before, I'm in the studio and I was just working on the vocals for my new song that's coming out later this year. And it's a Christmas song. So I can't wait for that.
Okay, Christmas song. Ah, you're going to be up against us, eh? Did you hear that One Life are bringing out 2 Christmas singles this year? Bring it on, young man. Bring it on.
Hear 'em.
So tell us about your Christmas song. I know it's September, and I'll tell you what, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I've been in our local shops, and I don't know what you do in America, but as soon as it finishes, like the end of September, our Christmas lights go up, our Christmas presents go out in the shops. Have you got some little tips or little things you're going to tell us about your Christmas song? What's going to make it Christmas number 1?
How much am I allowed to say? Can I say the name of the song? Can
I? He's wanting to give his fans a little bit of something. Come on, give it for your fans out there. Tell them what you're working on. Just a tiny little snippet.
Well, it's a pop rock holiday tune, and it's all about that anticipation leading up to Christmas. So I'll keep
Fantastic.
Secret, but I know you're gonna love it when it comes out. Trust me.
We're all going to love it. And I think Christmas is the most special time. And, you know, we are at One Life encouraging artists to get those Christmas songs out, but encouraging artists also to tag along a charity or two. They need your cheer. They need the love of music to be able to get them through. Sometimes for people, it's a difficult time of year. It's not all about cheer and happiness for people. There's a lot of charities and a lot of children out there who depend on us to make them smile at Christmas time. This is why we're doing it at Make-A-Wish Foundation. You know, we are bringing out a track to support those families who actually Christmas time is going to be a real struggle for them, but we want to make a really special wish for them at Christmas. So we're really excited about that, Brett. So the final part of the show, the best part of the show, and I love this part of the show, who are the people most important in your life that you want to say thank you to in relation to your music and making your music journey happen?
Well, I mean, obviously I love my family a lot, but I have that was a great voice crack. I have the people. Right? You guys want to say hi? Would you like?
Hello.
Come and say hello. Come on, get on the screen. Come and say hello. Because these are the people who support this young man and make his dream come true.
This is my wonderful.
Hiya, you're all right for the UK?
Mom. Yeah.
That's Mum, is it?
Yep.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
Hi. As he runs away. And hang on, I didn't get to see who that bloke was. He did introduce you, just legged it with Mum.
What?
Who was the gentleman who come out? I didn't hear. Get him back out again.
Yeah.
Come back again.
Yeah. So those are the people making
Brett, get him back out again. Just make him come and say hello. He's
Hello. How are you today?
fantastic. I'm good over here in the UK. How are you?
Good. Nice
Fantastic. And you're the producer of this young man, yeah?
Yes.
and many others.
And many others. So tell me a bit about Brett in your words. Do you think he's got what it takes to take over the voice?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Why so special? Why is Brett Ryder so special to you? What is it about his music?
Well, his positive message and his infectious look. And the fact is that he plays multiple instruments He writes his own music, sings, plays the bass, plays the guitar, sings, and he writes his own songs.
Fantastic. Are we going to get to hear him over in the UK? Do you reckon he's going to take it that far that he's going to have multiple tours?
Yeah,
I think so.
I have fun little fact here, and I'm so glad to be in the UK airwaves right now because y'all got something special going on. Because the UK is performing 3 times the number of streams that I get everywhere else on my new song "Why Hold On." So we're blowing up in the UK.
Fantastic. You are smashing it in the UK, young man. And I'll tell you what, after today's show, I will share this to all of my UK like sites that I'm on in terms of music sites, and we'll get you heard and get that music out there in the UK. Because we would like all of our American like friends to come over to the UK. I've got a couple who are visiting. Helgrim, who are part of our One Life team. They're on the tour. They're coming to the UK this year, and I'm really excited to see them. And I think Lady Miranda from the ISSA is also coming over as well. So, you know, come along. We would love to see you perform in our country and share your music with us because it's fantastic.
It's funny.
So, go on.
I wish we connected a bit earlier because it was only a month ago, not a little bit over a month, that I was in the UK and I got to see it. It's beautiful.
Oh, where were you?
Well, I went to London and a couple other places in the UK.
Scotland, Ireland,
A couple of other places I ain't got a clue what they were.
Belfast. You went to Dublin. You went to Cork. You went to
a lot of
Orkney.
places, and everywhere was
Orkney
beautiful.
Islands.
So
Fantastic. You're always welcome back, and please bring your amazing music to the UK. Okay. So, you know, my hopes and wishes are like everybody else and all of my artists. Okay. We're one big family. Okay. Share your music with us, share your journey with us on One Life. Get your fans, your family, your friends all on One Life so we can see your music journey because we want you to be part of this family. And I want you to come back in the next 6 months and tell me how things are going. Would you do that for me?
yeah, absolutely, will do.
Fantastic. That's great, young man. Okay, so we're nearly at the end of the show and it's nearly time for me to say goodbye to this young man. And I've really enjoyed his company, really enjoyed the company of his mum and his producer. Thank you so much for all the great hard work you put into Brett Ryder. I'm sure he's appreciative as much as we are as fans. So thank you much for all of your hard work. In relation to One Life Project, in relation to tonight, we are going to take a bit of a break tomorrow, but you can listen to Brett Ryder's music on our YouTube playlist. We have over 50 songs on the playlist, and they're all from the guests from the show over the last few months. So it's really worth a listen. Please support that playlist as well. In relation to One Life, keep supporting Willan. Open up their website for me tonight. Okay, have a look at what they do. Have a look at how to support them, and please keep supporting our artists and also the many charities that we support. And if you want to support One Life, you've got the support under there, and you can also know and contact me on how you can support us at One Life too. So it's a good night from me, and I'm sure it's a good night from Brett Ryder, and we'll see you all very soon. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, actually, I forgot to tell you before I say goodbye. Brett, guess who's on the show tomorrow?
Oh my goodness, there's a million things I could guess. Who's on the show tomorrow?
Do you know what? That's how much our artists watch our shows. So I did tell everybody last week, but on the show tomorrow is the lovely Lisa Marie Nicole. So if you're a follower of Lisa's music from the ISSA group, she is on the show tomorrow on Wednesday at 7:00. Please join us and we'll see you then. Okay. Take care, Brett. See you later. Take care.
See you later. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you for having me on once again.
You're welcome.